5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello! I hit you.
You did hit me. You hit
Hit
me right in
your
the face.
glasses. It was my arm, not my hand.
I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
This is Living for Crits.
Yeah, it is.
What's going on, peoples?
What's poppin', yo?
I had to listen as we were preparing here to Judge Evie, like, singing all kinds of songs and stuff. And holy crap, it was lots of songs. What were you singing?
I was singing Descendants.
That's right, because Judge Evie got a lead role in
Now look at me go, guys.
in the
well,
Descendants.
I like the understudy, but I also got a show.
You get a matinee to yourself.
Yeah.
Just you, no other people in
No,
the
it's
show.
just me in the show. I just stay and I do the entire thing myself.
That's pretty impressive. I think that's a good. That's how all shows should be. Just a one-person show.
I play myself. It's great.
We have an exciting show tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Just super exciting.
So exciting. Extra
extra exciting. Judge Evie's unhappy because I'm wearing her hat right now.
It's my hat.
It says "Sup Nomi."
Yep.
Nomi, not Gnome.
Nomi.
I think it's a fancy hat. I think it's a good hat. I'm happy I'm wearing your hat. It's my hat
I'm
now.
happy that you're happy wearing
This is my hat now.
I'm not happy that you stole my hat, though.
It's
I'm
okay.
happy that you're happy, but I'm like, not actually, because that's my hat.
In news going on right now, I finished Jewels of the Carnifex today, the DCC module by, I think Daniel Bishop wrote it, and that was a lot of fun. So good module. Thank you. I also submitted my 2 events for Empire of the Cyclops Con. So I have a Saturday morning 8 a.m. to noon session of Last Will and Testament of Obadiah Faulkner, and I have a session of Fence's Fortuitous Folly, which is DCC Alankmar. So that's Sunday morning. So that'll be good fun. I'm looking forward to that online con. It'll be a good time. Judge Evie hasn't submitted anything, nor is she going to, because I think she has the musical practice that weekend, probably, which will be, yeah. So why don't you just do a musical Twitch stream?
I should.
Just jump on here and sing to the camera. Are there musical Twitch streams?
Probably.
Do people do this with the musics?
Maybe.
If they do, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let's go to your questions.
Oh, yeah.
Judge Evie presides. Send your questions to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com, and Judge Evie might talk about the questions.
Or I might completely not see your email and then get an email later saying, "Oh my God, you didn't read my question." Not that I don't see people's emails or anything. This is from Brian.
Hey.
This is from Brian. Aloha, judges. I'm hoping to submit a game to run at Empire of Cyclops Con.
Yes.
Probably set for Australian daytime, but while I procrastinate, I come up with these questions. Number 1. What is your favorite or one of your favorite methods for initiative? I've become a bit bored by the standard D&D DCC methods. Roll d6 for party, roll d20 individually, and looking for new methods. There's the card one.
What card one?
For initiative, you use cards, right?
You mean the Savage World system for initiative?
That's it. That's like
Sacrilege. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was like a thing. I thought that was just something you did.
That's a Savage Worlds thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like another way.
I'm a big fan.
I have another one.
Well, go ahead.
The one where like one person rolls and whoever gets the huddle, everyone rolls, and you did this one, and whoever gets the highest one, you have to use clockwise from that.
Yes.
That's
not mine though. That's Jeff Goads. That is stolen from Judge Jeff from Spellburn. Why do you keep stealing
people's things?
It's great at GaryCon 2018. I first got to see it, where what he does is he has everyone roll initiative. Whoever gets the highest initiative goes first, and whoever left or right of that person, clockwise or counterclockwise, gets the second highest initiative of the 2 of them. That's the direction it goes. So let's say that the person across, there's 5 people, one directly across from you, they get the highest initiative of the 20, and the one person next to them is a 14, the other's a 7. You go in the direction of the 14 and you go clockwise around them. And that way it's just always going clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what direction that went.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Next question. Question number 2. Multi-Cook Games launched a fantastic Numenera bundle of holding, so I bought in. Have you played Numenera recently, and what type of campaign would you consider running again for Numenera, written adventure or homebrew?
So, fun fact is Judge Evie's first time of being like a true player, like playing in a campaign, was a Numenera.
It's a bit Anna, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Like from Frozen.
From Frozen. All the way back in 2014 when you were all of
We played Disney.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Not even 8, you're like 7,
No.
I think, right?
Yeah, 7.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yeah, we
sure.
played Disney. Disney, it wasn't, I almost said Disney Crawl Classics, it wasn't Disney Crawl Classics. But yeah, we did that. So what would you run in Numenera?
I don't remember how to play Numenera. It's been a while.
I don't even know how the game works.
Well, like, I don't really remember.
The last time I ran Numenera was in January and February of this year. I ran a real short Numenera in Space campaign, and it kind of crapped out. I don't know exactly why. I think that it was one of those. So in Numenera, you can make so many different kind of character options, like just so many options. And the adventure I was trying to run did not really fit with the types of characters that showed up for the adventure. At least I don't think so. And therefore the game kind of sputtered out. And that was the group that was playing DCC, and we kind of went back to playing DCC. And today was our 20th DCC game in the last year of that group.
That's pretty swag.
But for if I was gonna run Numenera right now, I would probably just work on. There is a really good. What the heck is it called? Machine God. Something Machine God. Let me look it up here.
Brian's here.
Is Brian here? Made it late, getting distracted by work since 11 a.m. over there. What's up, Brian? We're answering your questions. I'm trying to remember the name of the adventure by Bruce Cordell. Numenera, Machine God. Slaves of the Machine God. Okay. That is a really, really awesome, like, super adventure that Bruce Cordell wrote in the Numenera universe. And I really like it because it's the adventure that encapsulates all of what Numenera was, which is in the Numenera Discovery book, as well as the Numenera Destiny book that has like the civilization, the town building, the civilization building aspects of Numenera that was added on after the Discovery and Destiny boxed, well, double feature appeared. So if I was to run a campaign, I would run Slaves of the Machine God, and Jen is here with tea.
There's tea.
All right.
I don't.
So what do we have?
I don't have a coaster.
Just regular tea here. Oh,
I
look
have
at
a
that.
coaster.
Classico.
Classico.
Does it have honey?
Black tea with honey.
Wow, thank you, Jen.
Thank you. Thanks, Mom.
Any visitors? No, no dog.
Dog.
Oh no, he is here.
I shaved the dog this weekend. But yeah, Brian. So and Brian has the adventure in the bundle. I had an okay time, a good time. I say okay. I had a good time running the Devil's Spine, which was also a Numenera adventure, but it's one of the earlier ones. So if you really want to grab all the goodness that kind of came out as Numenera as a setting grew, I think Slaves of the Machine God is the way to go. So
Yeah.
give it a shot. Give it a shot. And it's almost tea time there. What's the third question? I'm
You
ready for
have
this
stuff
one.
written out for this.
I do.
I can't comment on this question.
I know, it's okay.
Okay. Question number 3. Bonus. Ted Lasso.
Bonus Ted Lasso question.
What effect would Ted's mustache have in DCC using the rules in the annual for magic mustaches?
This is a wonderful question. I gotta say.
Couldn't agree more.
So
I can't
if
answer.
this is the DCC annual, okay, volume 1, and in the back under Appendix M, as in mustache.
Mustache.
A mustache is a serious thing. The stash magic mustaches for DCC RPG, and I spent some time with this, and we're gonna do a little rolling first, okay? So this is Ted Lasso's mustache and the abilities that it doth grant. Go behind you on your left, and there's my little dice box. You can grab that. We're going to roll first for how Ted Lasso's mustache.
dice box.
What is his magic mustache manifests its power differently. Roll to see how the mustache activates. So
The dice box smells weird.
let's roll a D10 first.
Am I rolling too?
So you want a D10? That is going to be a
What's
10.
a D20?
Yeah, but you can roll a D20 as a D10. You just count it twice. So 10. So the outfit changes along with your stash. You keep the benefit of your armor, shield, and any other armaments or magic devices. Only your appearance changes. Change is permanent until you can get you some new threads. Effect. Read that one. I'm not reading that. Hawaiian shirt. Don't worry if I'm going to read that. No, we're not reading it.
No,
All right.
let me
It's a
see.
Hawaiian shirt. All right, there you go.
What's the other
Stop.
Stop.
No, heck, you'll read it online. It ain't happening right now. All right, mustache activation, mustache activation. All right, you activate your mustache by twirling it, and I came up with what the mustache does. So, for the Ted Lasso mustache, using it grants a +2 die step to all rolls, effectively turning it into a D30 when you are trying to roll anything involving positive reinforcement, being a wholesome and all-around good person, and cooking biscuits. And biscuits are cookies in England. And you can spend a whisker point to either give a friend a deed die or boost a warrior or dwarf's deed die by +1 die step. And finally, once per day, you can summon Roy Kent, which has no, there's no stats for Roy Kent, because he's here, he's there, he's every effing where. It's Roy Kent, and there's no stats needed.
It's a good poem.
Yes. All right, that was a great one. Thank you so much for that. For more awesome answers to crazy questions, send to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com, and we'll also take more more Ted Lasso stuff. No rap this week.
No rap.
That's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay.
I think Greg's on vacation.
I think Greg is on vacation.
I think that was what he said, like 2 weeks ago. But I think he's.
I should know. I don't know if there's gonna be a show next week because I have to travel to Pittsburgh. I'm not sure.
I'll do the show solo.
Are you?
Yeah.
If you think you can pull it off, that's fine, but I don't know if you can pull it off.
I can still do it.
You can get this all loaded up.
I'll get Eli to get it loaded up. I'll do the
We'll
show.
see. We'll find out.
I know what we talk about.
All right. Who will Evie hit in the face without you there?
I'll get a shrub takeover of the show.
Oh, God, no. No shrub takeovers. That's the worst idea ever.
Me and John can do the show.
All right. So Shannon, our friend Shannon, sent us over or gave me the idea for this in our Discord server earlier. We have our own little private Discord server that we have some of my friends and I chat in every day. And the topic was can going home, or as we're going to call it, can we go home? And this is a deeper one. And I don't know, it was debatable whether this one kind of worked for you or not, Evie, because the point of Shannon's question was, can we relive the glory days of our youth,
I think I'm still kind of in my
which you are in your youth. So that at first I'm thinking that's tough, because for Shannon it's playing PlayStation 2 games that he's jumping back into. And I remember playing the PlayStation 2. I remember being in an apartment on Howard Drive or whatever in East Pittsburgh, living with my wife at the time, but she was like super, like we were married for less than a year, like for 6 months, and I was playing PlayStation 2. That was like a gift I bought myself after I got married, or right before I got married, I think, because I was playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto Vice City at the time, and Shannon was playing Final Fantasy X. Well, we can't go back in time with you 20 years, can we?
20 years ago, where was I? This is like 6 years. No, 5 years.
It doesn't work that way. However,
prior.
I was thinking, let's take this. You're -5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take this to a more, contemporary topic of, do you think we'll ever get back the type of gaming experiences we had before? What's that say?
You had to put that
What's
in
that
there.
say?
I can't even read those 3
Say
words
it.
together. No.
Say
I
it.
can't read those 3 words together.
Judge
anymore.
Evie, can we get back to the gaming the way it was before our world stopped?
Stop it.
With the
Stop.
pandemic?
Stop it.
Can we get back to
Stop
that?
it.
How does one relive those days? You know, this is Gen Con week.
It doesn't feel like it's Gen Con week.
It doesn't. That's the thing. This is
not in
Gen
August.
Con week.
This is not Gen Con week.
And every year since 2014 for me and 2016 for Evie, we were at Gen Con.
No, last year.
Well, that's right. Not last year, because
It's the
last year
second
was
year anniversary, no Gen Con.
last year was Gen Con at home.
That's sad.
You know, we got our Gen Con dragon here, Genevieve, who sits up there, and we figured that this year would be Gen Con. I remember very distinctly, because I go back and I'll watch some of our old shows. If you watch some of the shows from February, March, and April of 2020, where we're talking about, you know, we hope that the pandemic is over or under control by Gen Con.
No, it's this Gen Con.
And now it's this Gen Con. And it's
Maybe next Gen
still a
Con.
hot, steaming mess. It's more of a mess now than it was in the summer. So what does that mean? What about gaming in game stores? Like, when are we? Do we think this is a possibility to go back to this? Like, I mean, what do you think, Evie?
Well, we were talking about earlier going back 20 years. So in 20 years in the future.
No, I'm not saying back.
You
20,
know,
no, I'm talking about like no. What I'm saying is.
I was trying to be funny.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I'm trying to like take us on topic though. So like,
funny.
do you think that the gaming? You think a convention gaming is going to feel the same when we go back to doing it?
I don't think it'll feel the same, but I think it's going to exist, but just different.
Why do you think it won't feel the same?
I mean, does anything feel the same now? Not really.
And that's true. That's true. But is
Still
that an
always,
effect of us as people in 2021 knowledgeable about what has to happen to be safe? Taking root, or is it the fact that you're 15 now and you're growing up and maybe it's not as cool for you anymore?
It's cool.
Is
I
it
think
cool?
It's the first thing.
Would you go if you could go to Gen Con? Would you go to Gen Con?
Yeah.
If I made a magic wand and said, there's no more COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. What about gaming in game stores? Is that something you'd want to go back to doing?
It depends on the store.
Oh man, I bet there's a certain store in Westchester you don't want to go back to right
No.
now.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't talk about it.
Oh my gosh. So which store would you go back to?
I like the one. Where was it at? It was like red inside.
It was red inside?
Yeah. Well, like, I go to Phantom.
Well, Phantom is different. Phantom of the Attic is different. That's like the greatest of all
Prime
time.
time was when we would go to Phantom on Sundays.
Yeah, that was the
prime
best.
time.
Nittany Line Hobbies. Oh my gosh. That was at Penn State. Oh, we had some good gaming at Nittany Line Hobbies. Because we played Crimson Skies down there a few times. Well, you didn't, Shannon, because you didn't play Crimson Skies, but...
I didn't either.
Well, no. You can actually... Your brother did. Eli did.
Hmm?
Eli played Crimson Skies once or twice. We played it once at the game club. But that's it. But so, all right, so if it's the right store, you go back. So you feel comfortable with stores.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how about this meta Inception? What
What is
about...
meta Inception?
Well, we talked about the time before, and I had a hard realization today. Today was our 20th session of my online Dungeon Crawl Classics Sunday group game. So that's my friends Ray and Shannon, my friend Andy, my friend Mark, Judge Mark, and then Jen. And it was every Sunday we got together and gamed, essentially we started playing Ryutama in September last year, and we ended up playing that and then DCC and then Numenera shortly and then back to DCC. Our 20th session of DCC today, our 26th total session playing since starting, we can't get our schedules back together to game again on Sundays. So in a way, the best gaming that group has had has been during the pandemic. So we gamed more during the lockdown.
Well, that's because we had all the time in the world.
I know. So let's think about that for a second. Do you think it's possible that, 5-10 years from now, we're going to look back and say, wow, we didn't appreciate that time as much? Is going back to the lockdown the same as going back? Is there going to be a nostalgia factor for the lockdown?
I think on the sense that you could do game stuff more. You'll miss that factor, but I don't think you're gonna miss much else of being in a lockdown.
Like what won't we miss about lockdown?
I don't know. Being in a lockdown.
Washing groceries.
Oh, I really miss washing those groceries.
Do you remember when Mom get the bleach
bath?
water out?
Yeah.
And
They had to sit for like 3 days.
They had to sit for 3 days and then we bleach
bath
bath.
them. And then we had to eat them. But we couldn't touch them.
I've lost how many shirts to that?
So many shirts. And the entire house would smell like bleach.
Yeah, it would. It'd be a whole process.
Yeah. Or sitting out in the driveway like 50 feet apart with a mask on.
What, with your friends?
Yeah.
That wasn't fun.
No.
But all my friends are online. So for me...
Well, for you,
For me, it was the best possible. You know, because at the zenith of gaming during the pandemic, so I would say this is circa October, November of last year, you know, I figure I had a Sunday game every Sunday, a Wednesday night game every Wednesday night, and then...
the Shrubs?
We played with the Shrubs, and that was Saturday afternoon.
The Shrubs primetime gaming was during the pandemic. Because I thought back, because I was actually talking about this with Maggie, Shrub Maggie, right? Horse legs.
Shrub Maggie, yeah. Horse legs.
Because I was with her yesterday, and we were talking about how during the Shrubs we were trying to talk about our first DCC game, but it was we realized we didn't play that much. We had 4 sessions in person.
We had. In person with that group?
Well, it was for that one. There wasn't that many in-person Shrub games.
I actually can tell you how many in-person Shrub games there were.
We only remember 4.
I can tell you. So, where Shrub DCC was 8 sessions, and then Shrub Tavern Tale was 10 sessions, and then X-Crawl was 10 sessions.
So, when you think about it, over the course of 5 months we had 8, but over the course of 2 months
we had 20. We had 20 sessions of gaming over the course of 6 months, whereas it was 8 for the prior 6 months. They were a year.
First game. Wait, I want to see.
The Shrubs started on April 5th, 2019.
So it took over a year to get 8 sessions in.
Yes, and correct. And it took we knocked out 20 sessions and yeah.
And
no one else can see this, but I have actually a very detailed tracker of every single campaign I've run, going back to April 3rd, 2004.
Dang.
It's every single campaign adventure, not one-shots, campaigns, all 521 sessions of them. So talk about there's a thing there. So anyway, I don't know. I guess we're kind of rambling a bit here, but I guess it all comes down to nostalgia in a way. But in another way is can we actually relive those days? Will the PlayStation 2 be as awesome for Shannon right now as anything else? And I still think that there's a lot to be had with enjoying those things, especially something you didn't finish. For instance, right now I'm playing Final Fantasy III on the Nintendo DS, and I love playing stuff on the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, the DS. I still love those games, but I'm playing games I didn't finish. So that's a great time. It's still something new to me. I didn't beat Final Fantasy VI until last year. Brian asked, will it be as awesome as the Atari 2600? See, the Atari 2600 is the same as pinball would be to my parents, I guess, or whatever, because that was the Atari is so old. That predates me a bit. I wasn't a big video gamer until Nintendo. I mean, I had an Intellivision, but I was really young with it. Pitfall? Oh God, no. Those games had no point. There was no finishing them. I like a game I can finish, but it's Pitfall. It's kind of like an Indiana Jones kind of game. I'll show you a video of it later. So anyway, I guess that's our take. That's our ramble.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
You know, I'm glad to hear that your friends talk occasionally about the gaming stuff that they did, because we haven't gamed in a year.
I haven't talked to the Shrubs as a whole in a while, but I talk to each Shrub daily.
See, I always want to make sure they have an invite that I will game for them. I will run something for them whenever, but I'm also realizing that I'm the old dad now and not cool enough.
Old dad. I tried to do something, and Bab's like, I have color guard. And I was like...
It's okay.
And that's weird, because when we did in-person games, Bab always had color guard. When we were at home, Bab never had color guard.
Yeah, that's the thing with our Sunday group. That's why our Sunday group is kind of breaking up right now. We have our Ray and Shannon's kids have too many events, and then Eli has to get to work, and doesn't drive yet. That might ease up when Eli is able to drive next year, but
Yeah.
that might ease some things up.
Speaking of Bab, Bab started texting me. I wonder if Bab's watching the show.
I don't think so. Brian says you can get dozens of those games on a small HDMI dongle to play. I hate that word dongle so much. Had $5 to $10. It's worth it for an hour or so. Yeah, I had the Atari collection or the ColecoVision collection for the PlayStation 2 I got for Jen. I think he played it once. All right, so that's all I got here. Let's move on to Kickstarter shoutouts, and we got nothing this week. That's a shame. I'm really looking forward to another DCC Kickstarter. I'm hoping something breaks out. I will note, Road Crew shoutouts, Empire, the CyclopsCon is November 5th to the 7th. So just look up Empire of the CyclopsCon on tabletop events or tabletop.events and get on there. And, event submission is today. Shannon says, I know, now that you're on the 5e train, there are lots of good 5e Kickstarters. Yeah, but that's not. I gotta get those cleared past Judge Evie.
No.
Look at that. It's getting shot down. Shot
Where
down.
the heck did all of our things go?
What? Oh, I'm not updating Instagram anymore.
So they can still follow us.
Why would they follow us? There's nothing there to follow. Instagram's worthless.
You're
Judge Evie, go ahead and do our next section. Where to find us elsewhere?
At I Live for Grits on Twitter. We didn't say the YouTube ones. Living for Grits on YouTube. Go to Living for Grits on Instagram. Do it anyway.
There's nothing there. No one's updating it.
You made this big speech. I'm gonna update the Instagram every day.
I did Instagram. I talked about this last week. I did Instagram
a test
for
run.
a month. Okay.
You did a test run.
And
you don't
it
post
sucks.
every day on Instagram. You're not
Listen,
supposed to.
It sucks.
It does suck.
What's the point of just posting a picture so people can like it? I got off of Facebook for a reason. You know what? This is something you can't go home to.
Instagram's like powered by Facebook.
You can't. I know it is. I know it is. You can't go home to this. Once you've left Facebook and all of their nightmares, you can't go back to it. All right?
Whoa, Shannon. No one's gonna tell me I can no.
Shannon says you're a minor. You're technically my property for 3 more years. What is this, Texas?
You can tell her what to like.
If you don't have the Numenera, oh yeah, good note from Brian. If you don't have the Numenera PDFs, Monty Cook Games has the bundle of holding.
Bundle of
Tell you what, I will
holding.
post that and add that into
The show notes.
There you go. It benefits direct relief for pandemic help. Nice. All right, everyone, be safe, be healthy, be kind. And my outro ASMR is going to be, if you're over 40 or have a family history, make sure to schedule your colonoscopy today.
And mine's gonna be dongle.
Oh, gosh. Good night, everyone.
Night.